Okay, this is my second birthday video. I want to say happy birthday to John Travolta. His birthday is tomorrow. Um, okay, the reason why I have a little backstory on this. Um, the reason why I thought his birthday was on January 29th at first is because Oprah Winfrey's birthday is on January 29th. And she used to always have him on her birthday show on her Oprah Winfrey show, so I figured they shared the same birthday. Um, but John Travolta has a special place in my heart because I wasn't born until 1982. However, I think if you're born in the early 80s, late 70s, you are very familiar with the movie Grease. Put Olivia Newton-John on the map, and John Travolta played the guy, Danny Rizzo, I believe. Um, and so I think you all know the story. He was the cool guy in school, and she was the shy girl at first until she learned to loosen up. And then the final scene is them. I think the final scene is them dancing on the car. She's in a leather pants and like a top, and then he's always in the leather pants and the leather jacket, right? So, and then they start singing because it's a movie musical, okay? And so they start singing the "You're the One That I Want," and she sings "Hopelessly Devoted to You," you know. And so that was my introduction to John Travolta. Although I'm aware he did "Staying Alive" and "Saturday Night Fever." Okay. Apparently he was into dance movies. Um, and of course, everybody knows the soundtrack was done by the Bee Gees. All right, moving on to the 80s. Now, this is kind of late, but he was in Look Who's Talking To, and Look Who's Talking Now. Um, Progressive story between Kirstie Alley and him, which sadly we lost Kirstie Alley. And the story of Mikey. Now, in the first movie, she was voiced by Bruce Willis, but then later on, in the second movie and the third movie, he was played by David Gallagher, who went on to play Simon in Seventh Heaven. So, um, okay, so John Travolta played the surrogate father and then the father to Molly. Um, Julie. It was Molly and James, and then they had Julie. Okay. So, uh, yeah, and then of course, the story is they were friends. Kirstie Alley and John Travolta were friends off camera as well. So and then getting into his personal life a little bit. Of course, we all know he was married to Kelly Preston until her untimely death a couple of years ago. They were married for 30 years. Yeah. So that's remarkable too. And of course, they had two kids, Jet and Ella Blue. So I am a John Travolta fan. I even watched a little bit of Pulp Fiction. I watched Premonition or Phenomenon. Yeah. And then I watched, took me a while, but I watched another one. But I couldn't get through it because it was so, too much violence and stuff, but I tried. But, he always takes the roles that are with, like he does things, but for a good reason. And, and then his other movies, like I said, are fun. So if you want a good time, a good family friendly movie, John Travolta's probably in it. Um, and also, I think he has chemistry with most of the people he works with, which is also a good attribute. So, happy birthday, John Travolta. Hope you enjoy your day tomorrow.